Hey y'all, welcome to Music for the Average Joe. Let's make 4 chords interesting. I have 3 ways we're going to do that. We are going to try different triad voicings, we're going to do a variation on rhythm, and we're going to do some embellishments or ear candies I like to call it. So this will hopefully make it more interesting for the listener as well as more interesting for you to play. And as a disclaimer, of course, sometimes you will be expected to play the same chords in the same way over and over again, particularly maybe if you are accompanying a singer. So I have a little track here that I made. It's 4 chords, and then on Patreon I have a different track. We're going to talk about the same idea, but for minor 7, major 7, and dominant 7, like a more jazzy progression. And I have a separate track for that. So I hope you all join me there. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at this progression that I made. So it's going to be C major, going to the 5, G chord, and then going to the minor 2, D minor, and then to the minor 6, A minor. So we're going to test your fretboard knowledge today. We're going to look at some different triad voicings. And the ones that we're particularly going to be looking at are going to be on the D string, the G string, and the B string. Now when I refer to the fret numbers that I'm pushing, that is going to be in that respective order. The D string, G string, B string. So first one for C, we're just going to bar the 5th fret for those 3 strings. And that's a little C triad. Second version with the G and the bass. Then the 5 chord G, closest one to that, is going to be this, 5, 4, 3. It's our G triad, root position. D minor triad, we got 7, 7, 6. And then going to our A minor triad, 7, 5, 5. Now remember, as I said in a previous video, voice leading is when you switch chords. You want to try not to jump all over the place with the notes and not have a whole lot of gaps between the notes. So that's why we're staying in one position like that, plus it's easier for us. So let's take a look at the next set of triads. We're going to jump up here, and this is going to be our C and root position. So we got 10, 9, 8. Closest G triad to that is going to be 9, 7, 8. Then our D minor will be 12, 10, 10. A minor will be 10, 9, 10. So real quick, C, G, D, A minor. Lastly, we're going to go up here. For our C triad up here, we have 14 on the D string, 12 G string, 13 B string. Closest G to that, we're going to bar the 12 on those 3 strings. D minor will be 15, 14, 15. A minor, 14, 14, 13. So now with no rhythm, I'm going to just play the backing track. I'll count it in, and we'll just hold the notes out as whole notes. Let it go across the whole 4 beats, and then switch to the next triad. For all those positions, we're going to hit them all in a row. So get ready. Starting with this first one we learned, barring the 5th fret. 1, 2, 3, 4. D minor. Okay, going up to the next one. So we got 10, 9, 8, 9, 7, 8, G, 12, 10, 10, D minor, 10, 9, 10, A minor. Okay, now we got 14, 12, 13, barring the 12th fret for G, 15, 14, 15, that's D minor, 14, 14, 13, A minor. Good work, folks. We are going to use those triads for the rest of this lesson, so get them down. Next, we are going to vary the rhythm up. Now, in any case in music, you can change the rhythm and it will make things at least different, if not more interesting. So here we're going to try just a couple rhythms across all these chords, and then we'll go to some different rhythms, and we'll just try a couple different things and mix and match. For now, we're going to take this first set of triads we learned, and we are going to play, our rhythm is going to be 1, 2, and. So we'll play a long note on 1, and then on the end of 2, we're going to hit a short one. So like this, 2, 3, 4. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And we'll just try that across all those first set of triads. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's try a different rhythm, and we're going to jump up to this next set of triads. So you always want to keep learning and practicing different things, right? So let's try something a little bit similar, but we're going to do on the end of 1 a short hit, and then on the end of 2 a short stab again. So it'll be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and we'll do that across the chord progression. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great work. So for the last one here, we're going to take our last set of triads and we're going to play on the end of 4 for the chord that is coming next. So when we're getting to the end of the progression where it loops back around, we're going to hit our C on the end of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is called anticipating the chord because we're playing the next chord a little early. And you hear this in jazz music all the time. It's a really cool sound. It's hip. And you know, with rhythm, like anything else in music, it's an endless world. So there's 16th notes, there's triplets, there's even more subdivisions than that. We're sticking to 8th notes now, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and just learning how to play on the offbeats of those. So that's a really hip sound. It's really common and it's fun to do. So we're not going to get too involved with the other stuff in this lesson. Now let's try the end of 4, anticipating the chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now to conclude the rhythm variation portion of this lesson, we're going to mix and match those. So of course you can mix and match any of these triads and rhythm variations or try your own thing. If you want to follow along with what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the first set of triads we learned and that first rhythm for the C chord, so. And then I'm going to go up to this G triad and I'm going to play the second rhythm we worked on, so 1, 2. And then I'm going to go up to this D minor. And I will play that on the end of 4 on that when we're still on the G chord. And then lastly, we're going to go to this A minor, and I will just let that ring out as a whole note. You know, we made it that far. We earned it. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lastly, we have my personal favorite, and that is ear candy or embellishments. And I use this all the time, folks. Now, what do I mean by ear candy? So as we're playing these triads, we have access to any other note in the C major scale because the progression is in C major. So, as we're borrowing this first triad that we learned, we have access to 8 on the B string, 6, which is an F, although the C major pentatonic is probably a good place to start. So we have 8. On the G string we have 7, which is a D note, and then on the D string we have 7, and that's an A. So we can do any combination of those, get some real nice sounds. On our G triad here we have 5 on the B string, 5 on the G string, so you know, get your pinky working a little bit. These are really nice to have at your disposal. Now we have our D minor triad. We can pull off our middle finger on from 6 to 5 on the B string, F to E, or you can really pull off on any of those to 5. Lastly, we have our A minor chord, kind of the same as the C, and I'm just playing a couple notes at a time there, a little double stop. So we can do any of those. I'm just going to do a quick example, but I would recommend just putting on the backing track and playing for yourself. But let's go through just a couple other of these triads here. So same idea with this inversion of C. We have 10 on the B string to 8, 10 on the G string to 9, and then we go to this G. We can do 10 to 8 on the B string, 9 to 7, 9 to 7 minor. Any note that's in the C major pentatonic scale, we can play throughout any of these triads. Now this one's a little, our fingers are kind of tied up, it's hard. We can either do something like that, hit the B note there. We can play it with different fingers, and then we have access to the high E string. And lastly, same with this last set of inversions. So we have 15 on the B string to 13, 14 on the G string to 12, 14 on the D string to 12, and so on and so forth. So 12th fret bar, that's the G. We got this inversion again of the D minor, so not as much we can do there. And then this one. We can do those pull-offs, same as this same inversion from D minor. So again, I'm going to play through the progression, doing a couple of those just to give you some ideas, but try them all out for yourself. There's a lot in there. Mix and match, experiment. That's what it's all about. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thanks for joining me today, y'all. I hope you got some new ideas to work on. On the Patreon channel, we are going to do a deeper dive. We have a progression that the jazz cats might say is a little more hip. It's got some major 7s, minor 7s, dominant 7s, and we're going to go through the same thing, how to vary that up, how to make it interesting, different techniques and devices that we have to make it sound cooler. So I hope you all join me there. Comment if you have any questions, and I'll see you next time.